I'd really like to talk to you a little bit about the history of production. You know, when you go to a bank and you want some money from the bank, they always say, hey, we have to look backwards in order to go forwards, right? They want to see what you've done in order to be able to tell you where you're going. And this graph that you're looking at right here kind of shows the production from around the 50s until today. And you can see in the 50s and 60s it kind of started ramping up production, where you get into the mid-60s and 70s. And then in the 70s you're seeing this high of almost 600,000 units. And that was in the 60s and 70s when there were all kinds of street dealers and mobile parks were being built all over the countryside. And homes were built any way they wanted to be built. Build them sideways, upside down. There was no codes in the 60s and the 70s. And then about 1976, HUD, Housing and Urban Development, came in and regulated our industry. And this is where you're seeing this peak, right around 74, 75. Again, a lot of homes being built and being built any way they wanted. So when HUD came in and started regulating the industry, they set certain standards for how these homes were going to be built. And of course that raised the price of the homes because they had to meet these standards. And at that time we saw many manufacturers just drop out. You know, they were building these very low-end homes, and now we're being told they have to build this type of home, and they just couldn't compete. So we saw a lot of manufacturers drop out at that time. Also, remember, some of you remember in the mid to late 70s, what was happening in our country? We had double-digit inflation. How did we curb double-digit inflation? Double-digit interest rates. And when the interest rates went double-digit, everything in the country, including manufactured housing, just took a dump. People just could not afford these double-digit interest rates, and manufacturing went down the tubes. Everything went down the tubes. Stick-built houses